Kaya sa Gin Kapitan, drink responsibly.
Good deals happen only at Isuzu Gen Cars. Isuzu Gen Cars, after-sales quality service. Isuzu Gen Cars, expert mechanics to deal with your car problems. Isuzu Gen Cars, the trusted name for Isuzu car dealership. Isuzu Gen Cars dealership are Isuzu Makati, Isuzu Batangas, Isuzu San Pablo, Isuzu Legazpi, Isuzu Naga, Isuzu Batangas City, and Isuzu Santa Rosa. Gen Cars Incorporated, 40 years of sales and service excellence. Check out the all-new Isuzu MUX RC4E diesel engine to the nearest Isuzu Gen Cars dealership. For more details, visit and like our Facebook page to get the latest events and happenings. Makisali sa mainit na talakayan sa Karambola. Live na napapanood ang Karambola via DWIZ 882 Facebook page. Maaari ninyong ipadala ang inyong mga komento, opinion sa aming mga text line o tumawag sa aming hotline 470-1750-54. Karambola nationwide. DWIZ. Balikan natin ang ating mga karambolista at ang programa Karambola sa DWIZ.
Oh! Karambola, Karambola, tuwing umaga. Oh, oh, Karambola.
Nagbabalik ang Karambola, kasama pa rin sa impilan, Conrad Banal, Jonathan De La Cruz, ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles.
Oh!
Daming kung anik-anik nangyayari. Sinasalsal pa rin yung anti-terror law, ha? Anti-terrorism law.
Ano daw sinasabi ni General Parlade tungkol dito kay
Si Soberano.
At saka,
sige, let's start with that.
ano sinasabi ba niya?
Ay, naku.
Don't
get me started.
Nako.
Nakakairita eh.
Bakit na naman sinasabi itong dalawang to?
Hindi si General Parlade.
Teka muna.
Okay lang.
Si Trixie muna. Relax ka lang, relax.
May statement si General Parlade. Kasi nga si Liza pala yung pag-pronounce ng pangalan.
Liza, o hindi Liza. Liza.
So anyway, si Lisa Soberano, nag-guest siya in a webinar ng Gabriela.
Okay.
Tapos, at the end of it, like I said, it's really nothing to write home about. Scripted. Tapos at the end of it, naghihikayat siya na, yung mga kabataan dyan, sumali kayo sa Gabriela Youth. Daming nag-react dito. And I can't blame them. Kasi a few months before, or even, wala pang basta lumabas na yung balita from the AFP that yung former SecGen ng Gabriela Youth ay napatay sa encounter. So, in other words, she had joined the underground armed insurgency movement. So, and matagal nang sinasabi ng AFP, there are links between Gabriela Youth, and Makibaka. Yun yung pinafront daw nila ng organization. So, so a lot of people started, quote-unquote, red tagging Lisa Soberano. Oo, Liza yon, pero Lisa Soberano mas madali. So, ngayon, ang daming lumabas na defenders. And of course, Gabriela goes into a whole spiel saying,
bakit ganun?
Bakit nyo nire-red tag? Okay? And then later on, they come up with a statement dahil si General Parlade humirit na rin. So ang sabi ni General Parlade, let's not red tag Liza Soberano. It's not fair to her. She's merely supporting advocacy for women's rights.
Yes.
She has to be protected in the exercise of her rights. Is she an NPA? No, of course not. Not yet. So let's help educate her and other celebrity targets of the malayang kilusan ng bagong kababaihan, which is Makibaka, which is supposedly the armed and underground version of Gabriela, the underground mass organization hiding under Gabriela Women's Party. So Representative Arlene Brosas and Gabriela, shame on you if you haven't informed your recruits about your hidden violent agenda.
Sabi ni General Parlade.
So sabi niya, furthermore, Liza Soberano, there's still a chance to abdicate that group. If you don't, you will suffer the same fate as Josephine Ann Lapira at Ella, former Deputy Secretary General of Gabriela Youth of UP Manila, and defender of women's rights, even against sexual predators among her own comrades in the NPA unit she joined, which is clearly stated in her handwritten letter addressed to a certain Emil. It's a pity she learned about nonsense things like nabbing a firearm, exploitation while already inside the underground. It was too late. She's dead. The choice is yours, Liza, and so with you, Catriona. Don't follow the path of Kaela Colmenares Locsin, who took in the underground and NPA Quezon. I am sure Angel Locsin and Neri Colmenares will not tell you this. Okay. So, ang two things. Ang reaction
So, medyo ano yan?
Ano nangyari doon?
Namatay?
Kay Locsin Colmenares.
Di ba namatay?
Hindi, si Ella?
Oo.
Hindi pa hindi na.
Hindi ko alam.
Si Ella. Yung si ano?
Sino namatay?
Yung Kaela, si Josephine Ann Lapira.
Okay. Oh.
Pero yung Kaela Colmenares, kapatid ni Angel.
Angel.
Yun, ate ni Angel yun. I think she's still,
She's still alive.
Ang sinasabi ni General Parlade, parang in-out niya, na itong si Angel, at saka itong si Choi, yung isang kapatid nila, nasa armed, insurgency. Hindi naman niya sinasabi.
Ano kinalaman ni Colmenares kay Angel Locsin?
Magkamag-anak.
Ano siya? Si Choi is the nephew of Angel.
Magkamag-anak sila.
Nephew, ha? Paano
Talaga?
siya?
Malapit, ha? Malapit.
Malapit lang. Si Angel parating nagka-campaign para kay Choi. So, ang reaction ngayon is, wow, ni red tag ni General Parlade si Soberano. O kaya, wow, sa ang react ng Gabriela, stop mansplaining and don't red tag. Parang ganon. Parang ginagawa niya ni red tag na naman ni General Parlade si Liza Soberano.
Ika na, naintindihan ba ni Liza lahat yung
I seriously don't
serious
think so.
ng issue na
yung
mga serious issue?
Naglabas pa ng statement yung lawyer niya.
Alam mo kasi kapag hindi mo naman gaano naintindihan niya, ingat-ingat ka lang muna. Yun ang sa akin. Okay?
Yung women's rights siguro, medyo
madali
siya
magsalita
maano siya doon. Siguro sexual exploitation, mga ganong klase, etc. Pero the deeper
yung message mo accepted yun. Pero yung message na women's rights, okay, accepted lahat yun eh. Pero yung the means and the group you're associated
yun ang sinasabi ni General Parlade.
Hindi yun.
Yun lang ang sinasabi ni General Parlade. Plus, he's warning, kasi ang daming naglabas, don't threaten her. You're threatening her. Parang gano'n, dahil sa kwento niya tungkol doon kay Kaela, tsaka doon sa kapatid ni Angel, parang tinatakot daw nila si Soberano. Sa akin, there's a difference between warning her and threatening her. Ang laki there's like a world of difference between those two. Hindi yung walang nagsasabi na a threat is a promise that some pain or discomfort or dire consequences will befall you. A warning is, if you don't do this, then something might happen to you. I'm not going to be the deliverer of that thing.
Okay.
Diba?
Hindi, kasi sa translation, halos pareho eh.
So, hindi ka pa humihirit si Lenny dito, national translator natin eh. Ano sabi niya?
Manager niya yan.
Manager. Hindi naman daw Gabriela si Liza.
Now, even her lawyer says she is apolitical. Excuse me. How can you say that she is apolitical when her statements are always in favor of a particular liberalist or communist standpoint? Diba? Or socialist standpoint. Diba? Wag na tayong pumunta dyan na she is apolitical. That ship has sailed. Okay? Hindi na walang maniniwala sa inyo sa ganyan. And nobody is saying na binabatikos siya because of her political stand. What they're saying is that you are inadvertently giving aid and succor to an organization that might possibly have links to an organization already designated pala as a terrorist organization.
Okay.
It has not been a proscribed terrorist organization. Pero there's sufficient evidence to designate it as one. So kaloka kayo. And kumbaga, yung mga komento ay tukol dito. It's more about terrorism and the consequences of terrorism rather than any comments that she has been making to further the cause of women's rights. Meron bang tumututol sa women's rights? Niloloko nyo naman kami. It's nothing like that. Tapos itong mansplaining. Oh my gosh. Mansplaining. Really. Ang worry ko about the women's movement is that we're getting far too hypersensitive. Alam mo ba yung mansplaining? Yung when a guy steps in and parang condescends to a woman, and then parang explains like she's a 3-year-old that this is what's happening.
Minsan nangyayari sa akin yung kasi, pero
ina-explain niya sa ibang tao na this is what she meant. Yung parang na condescension actually. It's another word for a condescending act of a man towards another woman. Towards a woman. So para sa akin, may mansplaining ba dito nung sinabi ni General Parlade that we should educate her? Mga madam sa Gabriela, buti sana kung saksakan ng talino tong alaga ninyo. Hindi.
Bakit naman?
So, ang sinasabi lang ni General Parlade is, let's make all the information available to her regarding the links of your organization. Kasi you're not exactly being honest with her. You're not telling her that you have links to the violent underground movement.
Sabi
Yun ang sinasabi ni General
si
Parlade.
Ogie Diaz, hindi porke daw nag-attend ng webinar si Liza, miyembro na siya ng Gabriela.
But she made pronouncements. Kabataan, sumali kayo sa Gabriela Youth. You don't have to be in that organization to have made a statement that people will react to. Di ba?
Kaya nga, hindi niya naman binanggit yun. Pero guest lang daw siya doon sa webinar ng Gabriela Youth. At nagsalita lang daw siya bilang isang babae at kabataan. Yan ang kanyang advocacy. Wala naman daw masama sa sinabi ni Liza. Oo nga. Pero naghihikayat siya.
Yun nga
So ngayon, kung right niya yung manghikayat, may karapatan din si Parlade na kontrahin yung kanya sinabi.
Actually, si General Parlade,
ganun lang yun.
Malumanay pa. Kasi yun parang...
Malumanay pa nga.
Hindi, parang gentle reminder. Diba? Oy, Liza, dahan-dahan ka. Baka kung
hindi mo
mangyari
alam.
sa'yo.
Hindi mo alam.
Ganun Pag trineten niya, oy, dahan-dahan ka.
Well,
may kalalagyan ka.
Yan.
Yun ang pagkakaiba niyan
Well, ang dating sa akin nung statement ni General Parlade. Kasi nagsalita si Liza. Hinihikayat niya yung mga kabataan. Sumali kayo. Yung sinabi ni Parlade ngayon, actually, kunwari, address kay Liza, mag-ingat ka. Ang totoo na-address niya doon, baka may na-convince to ng mga kabataan babae na sumali. So, pinapaliwanag niya.
Correct.
By sermonizing Liza.
Kasi yun naman ang ginagawa ng Gabriela kay Liza
Parang,
using her to be their mouthpiece.
Parang ang ginawa niya, sinermonan niya si Liza. Tawagin na natin, Batiti. Sermon. Na malumanay.
Parang magulang yan parang magulang.
Pero ang pinaparinggan niya, yung mga
kabataan. Baka hindi nyo alam yung sinasabi nito si Liza, ganito yan.
Sermonan yung panganay para marinig ng bunso.
Yan.
Kaya
parang banda yun
Kaya nga binigyan niya ng example na itong Deputy Secretary General dati, ganito ang nangyari sa kanya. Parang ganun ang sinasabi niya. Baka yan ang pupuntahan ninyo, dahan-dahan lang.
Kasi, yung mga bata, mura pa isip niya. Iba naman yung isip bata. Iba ibig sabihin nun. Sobrang tanda na, isip bata pa rin.
May mga opisyal.
Meron ganun sa Senado.
Meron nga sa Vice President. Pero hindi na natin pag-uusapan. Baka sumikat
ikaw.
Hindi nga, minsan, one of the highest officials in the land, and I'm not
nasa Amerika daw si Liza ngayon. Para alagaan na kanyang lola.
Hindi, ang ayoko sa kanya, she'll do something like this controversial, and then she can't speak for herself. Everybody speaking for her. Her manager, Gabriela, her lawyer, all of these people. Parang si Lenny lang yan eh.
Pero marami lang daw naiinggit.
Titirada, tapos
Baka
magtatago.
naiinggit lang daw yung marami dyan dahil maganda siya.
Ano daw?
Baka
May ganun,
naiinggit lang ay marami
okay.
dyan dahil maganda
Sige.
si Liza.
Sige.
Marami man maganda pero matalino din. Misis ko lang eh.
Di ba? Sakit naman magsalita. Grabe.
Eh, yun na naririnig. Nakikita, babasa ko lang sa comment. Wala ko ibig sabihin doon.
Wala. Ganon.
Wala.
Kasi hindi ka naman marunong magpatama di ba?
I never.
You-
Never.
Talaga?
I don't do that. You make patama? According
You
to
make-
you. I don't make patama.
You don't?
I don't. Okay.
Talaga lang.
Grabe.
So, but still on the issue of the for lack of a better term, the Reds. Nag-file ng bagong isa pang resolution. To talagang Duterte party list. Pagka palibasa, medyo late in the game, umaariba. File ng bagong resolution. Yung dati nilang resolution is yun na nga, investigating itong mga front organizations, no? Ngayon, resolution investigating in aid of legislation the vandalisms perpetrated in our cities and across the nation, especially those by so-called artists and youth groups that promote the terrorist New People's Army and its attacks against the government and our government troops. Aray. Okay. This is interesting for me. Okay rin to. Gusto ko makita yung bakbakan dito eh. But marami kasing nagsasabi dun sa panig ng mga nagde-defend sa mga estudyante na expression 'yan. O kaya art yan.
Siyempre.
Sorry, ano makala sa inyo?
Anything to get away.
Get away with it? It's plain and simple malicious mischief. Kaya lang, marunong rin man naman tala tong Duterte party list. A lot of people kasi think na kasama siya sa yung mga sulat na ganon, kasama siya sa Anti-Terrorism Act. Kasi, pero with the IRR, niliwanag na ni SOJ ito, na yung paghihikayat to commit acts of terrorism will be taken into context given yung guarantee ng ng constitution natin for the freedom of speech. So kailangan yung manifestation o yung expression may context siya. May mahihikayat ba dun sa sinabi? Sino yung nagsabi? Kung anonymous yan, it doesn't necessarily bode well for the credibility of this person. Ano yung circumstances? Magulo na ba? Matataas na ba yung mainit na ulo ng mga tao? Andun na ba sila sa point of rebellion? So yung mga expressions na ganon could be construed as a terrorist act. Pero yung simpleng may nagsulat sa wall, pero wala naman mako-convince, at saka gawa ng init ng ulo lang nung tao na yun, pero wala namang personality at hindi naman nakakapaghikayat ng ibang tao, will not be considered a terrorist act. However, given yun nga, a lot of people are angry dun sa vandalism ng government. Kasi ngayon, nakikita mo, maayos na yung mga natin public infrastructure natin, lumilinis Nakakairita makita yung mga vandalism na yon. It's punishable under the revised penal code as malicious mischief.
Art daw yun.
Pero art daw yun.
Art yan.
So ngayon, to make the situation a lot more volatile,
mag-art kayo,
Duterte youth.
gumawa kayo ng art sa sarili nyong pag-aari. Magho doon sa infrastructure. Kung art yan, yung bahay mo, gawa mo ng art. O sa canvas, gumawa ka ng art. Meron yung limitasyon niya, expression ng art.
Correct.
Okay? Gusto mo, gagawa ako ng art, magpipinta ako sa mukha mo.
Yan,
Kung yan ang
against your will.
art yan, ha?
Art naman yan. It has
Art
to be
yan.
protected.
Tatatuan kita sa mukha.
Protected expression.
Mali yung ganun dahilan.
Okay,
art
okay,
naman yan Oo nga Doon kang gumawa ng art. Sa bahay mo, sa mall mo.
So,
Wag
yan.
dito sa...
Ang ano nila kasi is they want to push, but this is an important principle ha, kasi nag-issue ng statement yung National President ng College Editors Guild of the Philippines. Sabi niya, Philippine art has been an instrument in mirroring pressing concerns and contemporary Philippine social realities.
Okay.
Shall we remain silent still until another artist, propagandist, or cultural worker has been arrested or slaughtered mercilessly?
Yeah.
Hindi ko alam kung meron ganun pa. So I have to look. The Duterte Youth Party list has one sole purpose of its existence in Congress, in the service of the President. Okay. Walang nagsasabi na bawal yung art. Okay. As a matter of fact, I will be the first to defend, even if that art is reflects your political or should reflect your political inclinations. Any political inclinations expressed as art should be welcome. Wala tayong problema with that. Ngayon, they're trying to push it by saying itong mga vandalism na to, di ba si Banksy? Kilala niyo si Banksy?
Hindi eh.
He's a graffiti artist.
Okay.
In other words, yung kanyang canvas is public infrastructure. For him, art should be free, it should be an expression, and it should not be limited. But there is a difference. Now, it takes the discussion dun sa larangan ng, but is it art?
Yeah. Not everything can be art.
Not everything is art. And it's sneaky.
Kasi ganito kapira nila. Sa'yo, hindi art. Sa akin, art eh.
May karapatan ako.
May karapatan
Therefore,
ako.
it's expression. Therefore, it must be protected.
Pag ganyan ang argument mo,
Wala nang katapusan
hindi
yan.
accepted ng public na art ka, ikaw lang nakakatingin na art ka, gumawa ka ng art, private mo, sarili mo.
Ganito yon. Art is a form of communication. Diba? And what is communication? It isn't just one person transmitting. Kasi, kunwari,
You are talking to somebody.
there has to be message received somewhere. Diba? If it is not received, then there is a failure in communications here.
Kung ang gusto mo lang ay yung sarili mo na etc., iba ang gagawin natin. Tatawagan ko yung sa Mandaluyong.
Ayun. Yung number na binigay ko.
Yung number na binigay mo. Kasi kinakausap mo na sarili mo lang.
Yan.
Kung yun ang pinaninindigan mo, hindi, akin to eh.
Di ba? Diba?
Sa'yo pala eh.
Expression eh.
Kung sa'yo pala, huwag mo nang dalhin dito dahil kami, ang tingin namin dyan, kalokohan yan. Huwag mo kami sasama sa kalokohan mo. Ngayon, kung gusto mong yung kalokohan mo, gusto mong ikaw lang, etc., di pumunta.
By all means.
Ito, sa bahay mo.
By all means.
By all means.
Doon ka.
O, bilhin mo yung ball.
Yun, Kung nandun ka sa Lagos Nilad,
Kasi ngayon
doon yan
may
nilagay.
mga ads. Binibili yan eh. Yung halimbawa yung mall, merong commercial budget.
Yes.
Okay? May mga
outdoor advertising.
Outdoor advertiser, malalaking binabayan dyan. Magagawa sila. Di bilhin mo yun. Doon ka mag-express ng art mo.
So, kaya nga, do not be sidetracked by the issue of whether or not what they write there is art. Malinaw yung revised penal code. So, defacement, destruction of property, punishable yan. Now, it is not, you cannot say na invalid yung batas natin. Kasi, protected yung freedom of expression ninyo. Maliwanag that the Constitution allows a restriction on the freedom of speech, particularly pag nakalagay na sa batas.
Lalo na pag
yung Constitution na yan, napakagulo niyan. Magulo yung Constitution eh.
Daming kailangan ayusin.
Daming kailangan.
Diba?
Magulo yun.
So, marami. May mga ganon.
Kaya tuloy ang daming expert na ngayon sa Constitutional. Pag may nangyari, that's unconstitutional. Marami na expert.
Ito inaasahan ko. Na ngayon sinasabi nila si Presidente vacillating, etc. One of these days, isa sa kanila magsasabi, kaya kailangan baguhin yung Constitution, ilagay natin yan. Yung same sex.
Ilagay na doon.
Ilagay na doon. Para enshrined.
Enshrined.
Kasi naniniwala kami.
Parang economic policy.
Parang economic policy.
Ang tingin ko dyan is we just need to guarantee.
Mahirap burahin.
Oo.
Hindi, ang daldal kasi ng Constitution natin.
Oo.
Totoo lang.
Masyadong
Masyadong madaldal. Kasi, Dahil sa sobrang daming gigil na gigil yung mga commissioners na maglagay ng mga agenda nila doon. Kahaba-haba ng constitution natin.
At saka ano yan, ha? Ang daming mga as maybe allowed by law, subject to the law, etc. Ang daming ganun na provisions.
Di ba? Yung mga, yung mga, nagawala
Subject
pa
to.
tayo maglagay ng provision against political dynasties, pero leaving it up to Congress.
Mga ganun,
Halata yung mga oligarchy that participated in the drafting of the Constitution, ha? Kaloka kayo. So, by the way, yung definition ng oligarchy must include some kind of dynastyism. Hindi po oligarko ang iisang tao. Okay?
Ganun ba yun?
Hirap naman nun.
Ang hirap naman nun.
Labo. Magbabalik ang Karambola. Oras natin 9:02 na umaga.
Wala sa DWIZ. Programang sasagutin ang iba't ibang isyu at mga balita. Karambola sa DWIZ. Tatalakayin, hihimayin at pagtatalunan ang iba't ibang mga isyu. Karambola sa DWIZ.